Hi. Sort of hi. Sort of hello. Sort of ugh. I've printed 2 of these little Master Chief busts and I'm going to pull all this stuff off. And I'm going to stop leaning over, bring my chair in, move my microphone, because that would make more sense than hunching over to speak to you. Yeah, so these I've been printing and I'm going to paint them and I'm going to make them available to people if they want to buy them. Depending on how good the paint job comes out, of course, is whether or not you'd actually want one. And I've got to be careful as well because I've realised that there's a slight flaw in the print itself and it sort of nearly cracks. So I've got to be, I've got to be careful, haven't I? So, yeah. That's come off quite well. That bit looked like a barnacle under there. Like Chief's a sea turtle. I'm trying to get his barnacles off his shell. Let's get that one out of your eye. There you go. And poop. I put these on my Facebook page to sell and like put them up there, and I was like, put them in American money because most of the people on Facebook are Americans. For me anyway. And a lot of engagement actually, a lot of people interested in them, but then the only people that have actually reached out and said anything have been people taking the piss out of the file, like the print file. Change the inner... Oh. Whoa. What are you doing, missus? What are you doing? That was my tea. There you go. Come on then. Walk down my arm. Go on in. Change the inner slicer and add another putter wall. I'll take your word for it, and it will make it stronger and have less chance of snapping. Sorry, that make no sense. I'll try again. Change the inner core. Okay, Mr. Wizard, thank you for the advice. Might do. Might just be a rebel and send them out. You know what? It's a Microsoft property, Mr. Wizard. So why should I? I should do what they do and just put it out knowing that it has a fatal flaw and just take the hit, A la Red Ring of Death, a la knowing that Game Pass is going to cost them money and billboard advantages and what have you, and then end up shutting down the printer that makes me the best bloody print of the year. I'll put out a print of the year edition and then shut the studio. Oi, not next to my friggin' tea, dingbat. Mrs. Nightmare. Whoa. Yeah, this one hasn't snapped. This one's been fine. So it's good. You're sending them, you don't want bad reviews. At this point in my life, mate, I don't care. Nah, it's literally like this one. I think it was just like this one printed funny. This one is quite sturdy actually. When I'm, I reckon. And that one, I just sort of, I was popping the stuff off like I am now, and it just went. So I reckon there was just like a bit of a flaw in the process, to be honest, because this one feels quite solid. And I've been printing in PTEG mostly, and this is my Petunia printer, which is the P1S Bamboo Lab, has been on the PETG the whole time. Bob suddenly stopped working. Bob's my A1, right? Bob stopped working, and I don't know why. And I was trying to figure it out, and what ended up happening was that like literally nothing would stick to the bed no matter what I did. I flipped it over, cleaned it, and I think what's happened is I've over cleaned it, and it's now got no adhesion. There's nothing adhering to it whatsoever. So I bought a replacement, so I could have both printers running at the same time. I'd be running stuff like this off Bob in PLA, standard little stuff that I can just sand up and paint and sell and what have you. And then I'd have Petunia making the armour pieces, which I've been doing with Petunia, and she's fantastic, they come out like that. Very little to do, So I ordered my replacement. On the way, Yodel tries to deliver once, and I'm like, oh my god, have I been muted this entire time? Or has she just muted me? She's just muted me, hasn't she? She just came up and just stood on my mouse. I'm going to move the mouse pointer so she does it again. Anyway, yeah, good. It's good to know that I wasn't muted this entire time. Because I wouldn't start again. I'd just be like, right, fuck it. I ordered it. Yodel tried to deliver. I missed it because I wasn't here. And then Yodel tried to deliver the next day. I missed it because I wasn't here. And then what happened? Yeah, and then they just didn't. They like stopped updating the tracking, and it just stopped. And I was like, "What's going on?" I'm reading all their terms of, whatever they do and what have you. They always attempt 3 attempts at delivery or whatever. That's what they say. So I'm like, right, okay. So maybe they're just skipping a day. The driver's not in this area, whatever it might be. No, nothing. So I get on to them. Oh, we're escalating it. Please allow 24 hours. Right. 24 hours later, I get on to them. I'm like, right, what's going on? Nothing coming back. And I'm like, right. 24 hours later, I'm on to them again. I do this every single day. No, you're echoing, mate. I definitely aren't. Because you're the only one that ever complains about this. What about now? Why is there underground noise? Underline noise. That's weird. Anyway, every single day for nearly 2 weeks, I'm trying to get Yodel to do something about it, right? Well, I don't know what to tell you, mate. Unless I wonder if they've got the. Hang on a minute. Let me just. That's why. The video capture thing was on as well. Anyway. So every day for 2 weeks I'm trying to get hold of Yodel, trying to figure out what the bloody hell's going on. only yesterday morning. So, yeah, almost exactly 2 weeks of just trying to get them to deliver my fucking bed. Print bed. Wow. The dude I get hold of on the live chat this time goes, yeah, your delivery was put on hold. Can I confirm that you did this? My instant reaction was like, are you fucking kidding me? No, of course I didn't do this. I've been in touch every single day trying to get this bastard thing delivered. Do you not think I would have mentioned it before now? Do you not think that I would not have been trying to get it delivered every single day without mentioning that it was on hold and I would like it taking off hold? Like, oh, thank you for the information. Like, yeah, there's the information. So where is it? Please allow 24 hours. Okay. Okay. I'll allow 24 hours. 1 second. So I'm waiting still. And all I've got... yeah. So it's been a bit of a nightmare. I'm still getting used to painting stuff, you know, like I did a Beetlejuice sandworm and I'm just messing about painting it. Get off, dickhead. Why? Stop it. Oh, did you forget I was here? Somehow. Apex predator my ass. Anyway, yeah. I'm getting used to painting. Learning a new skill. Be right back. See you soon, Mr. Wizard. Anyway, I just wanted to pull the supports off that. It's looking good. It's painted well, so I mean it's printed well rather. So I'm quite happy with it. Yeah. I reckon get some hex flex on that and then start the process, I think, on both of them. And then, or I might leave one raw for photographs. Because I've got my little turntable now. So I can do fancy photographs and videos and what have you with it. And I can just spin them around and stuff. It'll be cool. So yeah. Right, what do we want to do? We need to do stuff today. We need to actually do stuff today or I'm going to fall behind again. Which I don't want to do. No, don't. I don't want to fall behind. No, fall behind. Oh, bollocks. I just remembered. I've thrown out one of the templates I need to keep. Oh, bollocks. Where have I put them? I need to find the template that I need to do again. Oh, bollocks. It's none of these. Oh, it's this one. I think. Let me see. Yep, it's that one. Right, you can get to fuck. Yeah. I just remembered, ladies and gentlemen, that I hadn't put that one side on the back of the thing because we ran out of room on the foam that I had left. So, we've done all this. I think I need to do this little majig on the front there, don't I? I need to do all the side bits, these things, and get those on them. And then it's all about the inner bits and the collar and all that stuff. That's what's next. So it's this. I think it's this that we need to do, really. The innard. I really, really, really would love to know why they left out this one little tiny piece right there and just left it attached to that and left it out in the ether there. That's just the stupidest fucking thing. Is it this bit? Right. I'm having that. Where are you? You. And it's you, isn't it? There it is. So that's for the future. Let's save that. There we go. So now, thankfully, that will all come as one thing and we won't have to worry about it. Sent cats yet? What? Was ist this, Mr. Fizzard? Was ist this? Oh, because you're not using a K. I know what you mean. Yes, I have, in fact, sent Kat's suit. Finally. It's got to her. She sent me like pictures of the box arriving and all sorts, and we sorted out all the stupid tariff shit that's happening because of oh my god, why is it on starting soon? Because of floppy haired orange cunt man. So yeah, it's there. Are you there? I don't know, have I lost you? Are you still there? I can't tell who's here and who's not at the moment. It's really weird. It's not. Yeah, right. That's good. Yeah, because it's just sort of like things are in and out, and like Anyway. Yeah, I sent it with UPS. It cost £104.51. Can you imagine such a thing? No, well, it was a little bit more than that, I think, in the end, because you like plus tax, don't you, on top of that. But regardless, that amount of money came out of my account, went into the pending and all that, and I was like, excellent. I got on with my life. A few days later, a random amount of money was in my account, and I was like, that's weird. So it was like £92, something really like odd, and I didn't recognise it, and I was like, that's weird. I looked through all my transactions, everything coming in, everything going out. It didn't show. So I was like, is this one of those rare instances? Because this has happened to me before where it's been sort of miscalculated. And then once everything's come out your bank, you're up. Because it thinks you've spent more than you actually have, or something was on offer, or you've got a refund that you've forgotten about, something like that. Anything. Anyway, I went right back across the whole month and I couldn't find what was going on with it, right? And then on Monday I woke up to being £97 minus 97. So I'm like nearly £100 overdrawn, and I don't have an overdraft. I have literal no money at the moment. Which is just really surreal. And it turns out UPS took my money, it went into pending, they reversed it, and then charged my card. So, yeah, thereby putting me in debt, because I went out and I put diesel in the car. I got food for the cat. You know, I did shopping, and yeah, I was like, I don't know where to put myself. It was really weird. Oh, are you kidding? Have I missed my fucking appointment? Sorry, the dentist is calling me. Hang on. Hi, yes, just to confirm that you've got an appointment tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, just give us a heart attack then, yeah. I thought I'd missed my appointment. Usually, Mr. Wizard, I don't have issues with UPS. Usually, they're quite good with me. Usually. But this time, like I say, that was just a real weird chain of events. And I rang up my bank and I was like, this is weird, isn't it? Like, it's not, like, am I going mad? Is this standard practice? And he says, sometimes it happens, he says. And I go, all right. Like, what do you mean sometimes it happens? He goes, well, sometimes a company will mistakenly reverse your money and then they'll have to charge your card if they've got your details to to actually take the payment that you've paid for, sort of thing. And I was like, oh, okay then. So lesson learned. That's something I'll definitely be looking out for in the future. Is some idiot in the admin pressing like reverse or refund or something by accident when they're actually trying to take payment, and then panicking, going, oh, thank God we've still got the card details, and just charging your card outright a few days later. Because like I say, that I think it was like last Monday or something when I bought like the UPS service. So last Monday I order for them to collect it and what have you. I've paid for it on the dot. Dude picks it up. Was it same day or was it the Tuesday? Either way, that happens. By Thursday, by Friday, I'm up money. I'm like, right. I try and figure it all out. And by Saturday, it's still there. And I go, right, I need diesel. Cat needs food. I go get it. And Monday, I wake up to minus money. And thankfully, the bank was understanding, and I'm not going to be charged for this. But it now means I'm sort of, well, I'm in trouble for a bit. That's what it means. I know, hilarious, isn't it? So yeah, I don't really know what to do about that, apart from the fact that I'm selling T-shirts on Vinted, trying to sell silly 3D printed trinkets on my like various platforms, and I don't know what will happen. Probably nothing. I'll probably just be down this month and be like in trouble. Do you like my Wednesday? She doesn't. She's quite angry about it, actually. Quite angry about being Wednesday. Yeah. It would have been fine, mate. You know, like everything would have been fine if they'd just taken the money and I'll have known where I was and I'll have known how much money I had left, and then I wouldn't have gone into it, you know. But I filled my tank right up. That's the main thing that that took it. Um, and I would have just put a lot less in if I'd have known, and I wouldn't have been in minus fucking money, and then I'd have known where I was. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know what I mean? I'm just annoyed about the whole situation. I'm annoyed about it a lot at the moment, to be honest. I've been there when I was first started out, been in the red all the time, but it will work itself out. Yeah, maybe. I don't mind. I've been worse off than this. You know, I like it's just when it happened. You know, when it's happening, it's shit. That's all I can say really. Is as it's going on right now, it's like stressful and shit. Um, but for the most part, it's all right. Well, you know, not really that arsed. Right, I'm gonna go cut a strip of foam, and we'll get these on it, and then that's all the outer shell of this bad boy done. We're going really well, I think. Just gonna get these side bits in, get the little doohickey on the front there, and yeah, it's looking quite good on camera, so I'm happy. Looking really good, thank you. Very much appreciated, Mr. Wizard, especially from you. Um, you know, a scholar and a gentleman, of course. BRB, motherfuckers. Right, I tell you what, I'm going to make a cup of tea as well, so I will not be very long. That's an extremely adorably terrifying mask emoji thing that you've just put in the chat, Mr. Wizard. Ah, yes, quite. Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. Etc. Good morning. I said all of them except the one that it was 45 minutes ago. Never mind. It's good afternoon, isn't it? If you can't hear me, turn up your shit. Because I'm definitely on. Let's see. Yep, I'm coming through. I got my monitor. It's definitely working. Right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'll have to write it, just in case. Because, yeah, it's coming through on my... It's coming through on my phone. So maybe you've muted. There you go. I'll turn it right up and talk. There you go. See? It was the whole time. All good now? Yes. Yeah, it's funny how I offered a solution and now it's all good. Interesting, Mr. Wizard. Interesting. Anyway, whilst my tea was brewing, I went and got alt shit on foam, like, you know. And I think all we need to do, really, is measure up those little gaps. And I shall add them. Oh, Jesus H. Helmets flying everywhere. The only problem with this is that I've got nowhere to put this shit, you know? Right, so how long? Ooh, almost exactly 2 centimetres. Exactly 2 centimetres, actually, yeah. And 5, 6, 7, 7.5 millimetres. Make a stand. You make a stand. Fucking tell me what to do. You're not my mum. Right, so that was close. There we go. Whoopsie daisy. Alright. I'm gonna have to do those at like angles so they'll fit in properly. I've 4 of them. Alright, well give me one then. Mr. Stand-a-lot. I want to know where to put stands. That's my point. Is I'm in a small 1-bedroom flat, dude. I've got nowhere to put any of it. So here we are. Ah, yes. Where is my... I've gone and put it down in the kitchen, haven't I, while I was cutting foam. I'm really clever, you see. Don't you be looking. It's you that's left all your toys on the floor right near where I walk. She's looking at me as if to go, toys? Are we playing with toys? I put them all by your feet. Right. I need to remember how I did this before. It's the inner part, right? Okay. And that's pretty much, yes, they're all vertical. It's the inner one that has quite a harsh angle. And this is just vertices like. I'll fucking sort that out in a bit. Right. Yeah, this is vertical. Like, it's vertical. It's all vertical, I think, as far as I know. Yeah, it's all vertical. Excuse me. Just going to try and do every line in this direction while I've got it like this. Did I do that one? I did. And I did that one as well, right. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. And we've done that one. So now we'll do everything else in this direction. Oh, yes. Did I? No, I didn't. Trying to feel where I haven't what I haven't done. But I think it's just these bits here. And now it should all release. Nope, I've forgotten these bits. There we go. Now it should all release. Except I've forgotten this bit. Oh dear, right. Woo! Oh, that would be a good strengthening rod. Yes. Yes. Very good. That crusty eye. Which means that it's shouting "Hey, hey, kids" and selling them fast food. Reference. So I'm hearing vibration, like I keep thinking it's my phone, and it's not. It's not. Right, let's put on that and have a look. Oh. Yeah, I just heard me kitten start squeaking, and I was like, oh my god, is she in trouble? I look round and she's staring at a crow, and it looks to me like the crow knows it's being watched because it's just like I like to mess with cats. It's really funny. What's the matter, darling? Is he messing with you? Hey? Oh, baby. Oh, she looks upset. Right. Let's see if we can somehow get this to do as it's told. Goes right to the end, doesn't it? Okay. Well, that is marvellous, in fact. And then we have, yep, we have one here as well. That was close. This is supposed to have one, but I'm not going to do anything to that one because it's pretty much going straight. And I've done it again. Why do I keep doing this? Fuck. There, right, you can see I've done that, and that, and that. There you go, that. And I'm not doing this right here because it is not necessary. Get that done in a sec. Where does that little triangle go? Is someone knocking on the front door of this whole building? Is this why Yodel missed me? 2 seconds, everyone. What's happening, baby? Oh no. Yeah, right. Stop being up. That I don't appreciate, missus. Sorry, I'm going to have to go check this. No, never mind. I don't think Well. Okay, it looks like I can't actually see where this is going. Like it doesn't. Yes, I can. Right, okay. Don't mind me, I'm just being very special. And not in a fun, like a good way. I'm being very silly indeed. That should do it. Now the job is to try and take as much as I can out of this bit without completely shredding it and ruining, you know, everything. So this is going to be a bit difficile. Ah, yes. When you cut out all the bits and realise it's not enough, and now you have to go back and potentially ruin all your work by cutting more shit out. Ah, yes. Of course. That's what we like, isn't it? The potential of completely destroying your life's work. Right, that's nice. That one is nice. This, however, is not. Now that it's been cut more, there's not enough out of this little triangular. So we're going to remove it. And I've split the foam. I've split the foam. Not how I expected, but I've done it. Oh. What a muppet. I've split the foam. I shall repair the foam, and while that dries, we'll do the rest. Whoopsie daisy. Right, so that's done. I'm going to glue it now before I rip it because it's very, very flimsy and potentially just going to rip on its own if we look at it funny. So let's get it at a nice 45. Just like that. Look it. What are you chirping at, missus? I can hear you. And you sound like you're up to no good. I know you don't like it. Where did men walk? They speak in tongues of angels. That's right. Come at me, bro. You come in. Yeah. Come on then. Yeah, come in. Yeah. Hi. I can expect a visit from her on my back any minute now. And just while we wait to make absolutely sure that that is not split anymore, I'm going to just prepare the cuts on this. Once upon a time, in 1999, I think it was 99, might have been 98, I went to the very first Leeds festival. Someone can check me on my information on that, like which one was the very first like actual Leeds festival, because it used to be just Reading and now it's Reading Leeds, and they split the country and did both at the same time. And I saw a band in a tent called Cyclefly, and they were a British band, like, well, Irish, I think. I know the singer was Irish for definite. And they were like some sort of indie rock new metal fusion thing. And the singer used to wear like fluorescent green PVC jumpsuits, and he had bright red dreadlocked hair. My tiny teenage mind was fucking blown right there, and I was like, this is how I'm going to live my life from now on. And then they seemed to do quite well. They were, you know, about as big as that sort of weirdly ahead of its time thing could have been, right? And then just disappeared. And all you can find of them now is the 2 albums that they ended up putting out are on YouTube Music, so therefore they're probably on Spotify as well, and what have you. They've only got like a couple of thousand listens each song, you know. And they did a music video, and it's never been officially released, but you can find it on YouTube, and it looks like a potato. But yeah, if you look up Cyclefly Super God, it's awesome. It looks horrible because it's like, you know, less than standard definition at this point. I think it's like 240 or something. Someone might have re-uploaded it, like a better version of it by now. But I've still got their first album on CD from like when I bought it in the 90s when I was a kid. And I'm just really glad I found them, and I listened to them again this morning for the first time in absolute years. And you know, when you listen back to stuff you used to listen to as a teenager, and you sort of go like, oh God. But I didn't. They really held up, and I was really, really happy that they do. It's like very of its time, but it's just like, I think it's sort of in vogue again, you know, like everything else in the 90s is again. It's like in the 60s, in the 90s, everyone was obsessed with the 60s, hence Austin Powers being such a massive phenomenon at the time, because it was a 60s spy spoof, wasn't it? And like everybody was obsessed with the 60s anyway, so it just like hit exactly right at the right time, and that's why Austin Powers is a household name. So now everybody's obsessed with the 90s in the same way, you know? Because we always throw back, don't we? Fashion, nostalgia, the people that are of age that are now in charge of like radio and TV and everything were the people that were that are my age and grew up in the 90s. So it's like it's all back. Again. It's weird because like the 90s in general, like the whole decade was so different from the beginning of it to the end of it that like I find it hard to define what is 90s, you know, enough, like, because the beginning of the 90s was a real weird sort of struggle between what was coming and the 80s. So you had a lot of weird pop tunes at the time that were still trying to do like sort of synth band stuff and weird like hair metal stuff that was like not really hair metal anymore because they were trying to be all serious and stuff. So it was just like a really weird time. And by the end of it, everybody was wearing baggy pants and spiking their hair with sugar gel and listening to Offspring and Papa Roach. Well, not quite Papa Roach. Not quite Linkin Park time yet. It was like 2000, wasn't it? 2001 and all that. That's when all that shit happened. So yeah, weird. Like it was like 2 decades happening at the same time. The 90s. Well, it wasn't, was it? The beginning was 1 decade and the end was another. But it seems to be defined by flannel shirts and Nirvana these days. To the young'uns. And that's fine, you know. It was part of it. But it was the beginning part. We'll see what happens. I really wonder what's going to happen in the next decade, you know? Like when the 90s is over, like where we're going to go. Like we might have to catch up with ourselves and just do now. Or do you reckon things will go further back in time? Because that's a potential, isn't it? Like it just goes further back in time. So we'll end up back. We'll go to the 50s, I reckon. People will be wearing like bob haircuts and drain pipe suits. Which is weird because that's what happened in the 80s. In the 80s, they were obsessed with the 50s. In the 90s, it was the 60s. Early 2000s is, I think, when the 70s re-hit. I'd wear a suit every day. I think suits should be banned, dude. Quite frankly. I do. Because, I mean, think about it, right? Think about it. It was men in suits that fucked everything. It was men in suits that caused the 2008 financial crash. It was men in suits that decided to invade countries without proper warning or hello or anything like that. It was men in suits. I think if we're going to ban anything now, it should be a suit. Excuse me. What are you doing? Whoop. Whipping everything with your giant tail. No. There is no exit or entrance via that part of the window, missus. Right? Just do your normal quality control and get lost. I love a good suit and a nice long overcoat. So do I, but I like to make them out of foam. And my overcoat will be a long black trench coat. Like every day I would look like Nightmare Batman from Batman vs Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League. That would be my preferred suit. Everyday sun. Oi, oi, no. Oi, no, no. Come on now. We had an accord, didn't we? Eh? Yes, we did. Don't try and run. You will accept my fuss. Accept my love. Don't attack my love. She gets hissed out when she really bites. Alright, stroppy. Yeah, I'm at a point in my life now where I'm like fully embracing fucking up social norms and stuff. And honestly, I think we need to ban suits. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I know you love a good suit, Mr. Wizard. But we're gonna have to get rid. And then you can wear your marine outfit, your marine armor all the time. You know, you can be a colonial marine all the time. I mean, let's weigh it up, you know. Wouldn't you rather? Pretty much do anyway, exactly. Good for you. There you go. Fuck suits. Fuck suits and ties. Fuck them. We're not having it anymore. No. It's suits and ties that have got us in this mess. No. No more. No thank you. Fuck you. Etc. Right. I'm going to try and line these up because I didn't bother to do it properly, did I? So here we go. Let me get hold of this properly. There we go. Quite happy with that. Now we get this glued. Get it all in place. In your face. Mate. La-di-da. Tra-la-la. Oh no, mate. What's fucking going on? What's happening? Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Just checking my Vinted, where I'm selling my old t-shirts and what have you, so I can try and get myself back on board, back above board, you know, back into positive money. I've even put like 3D printed stuff on there as well, and it's just not, like, none of it's selling. It's you know, hugely depressing. Resisting the urge to sing a certain song from The Wedding Singer by Adam Sandler, because I'll certainly be taken down for copyright. It's taken me 5 years to get out of my overdraft and making money. Yeah. I don't have an overdraft. They won't give me one. That's my issue. So I'm just glad that they're not charging me. You know, I was just having to crack on and keep going. And I was making money, you know. I was making money, and then I made the mistake of just stopping and going back. But, you know, to be fair on myself, a murder did happen above my head. And I did start to lose my fucking mind. So, you know, I'm gonna go easy on myself for that. Whoa. What are you doing? All right, no, carry on. It's fine. She's found a hanger, you know, like a clothes hanger, and she's just whacking it around underneath a piece of grate. Just keep doing what you're doing. Never give up. No, I have no choice, Mr. Wizard. This is what I am. This is what I do, and there's no way to stop me. I always have to be doing something creative. I have to be building with my hands. I have to be writing, I don't know, words, music. I have to be doing it all the time. I have to be. And it's taken me till being 42 years old to realise I can't just switch it off. I tried that. I tried to, I think pretty much for nearly my whole 30s, I tried to live like a normal life. I tried to get normal jobs. I tried to do all that shit. And then I started sort of subconsciously realising that I couldn't just do normal stuff. You know that feeling, yeah. And like realised I couldn't take on like and keep normal jobs. The longest I ever worked in one place was I worked at Game for 5 years, just short of 5 years, I think. And the only reason I was able to carry on doing that is because I know games, you know, we know video games. I grew up with them and I was currently playing them all the time. So it was easy to talk to, you know, mums and grannies about what V-Bucks they should be buying their grandson type of thing, you know. So yeah, that was okay, but then that all changed and blah blah blah. I won't go into it. I've gone into it a million times. And I was just like I couldn't do it anymore. I tried other jobs before and after that. Even during, I wasn't getting enough hours there, so I ended up working for a bank for a bit, you know. No chance. Just no chance. Like, there is absolutely no way. And I'm just going to have to take the hit again. I've taken this hit several times throughout my creative career, for lack of a better term. You know, I took this hit when I was in my 20s and I was trying to be a musician full time and a singer and an actor and all of that. And my problem is I keep getting involved with people that like, right. This is a bit of a rant, but bear with me, right? I'm the same. I know what I want to do, and it took me 10 years in the army to see that. The rest is history. Yeah, I get. Yeah, I mean, I was in army cadets when I was a kid, thinking that was what I wanted to do. I did that for a couple of years as well, and then realised, this isn't for me, and that's what stopped me joining the actual army. Otherwise, I probably would have done. But yeah, like, what happens? What keeps happening to me is I keep getting myself involved with people that like me for what I do, and then immediately try and stop me doing it. You know, like when I was in bands and stuff, and I was like, literally, I would. Someone would want to get with me because they saw me in a band, and then immediately after getting me into a relationship with them, they'd be like, right, so it's time to get a job then, and leave the thing that I liked you for behind. I mean, right. You know, it's so weird, but that's what's happened to me for, I don't know, my entire adult life, like all of it, every single time. And it was mostly because I've spent most of my time trying to be a musician, you know. So it was always like someone would find me through music and then immediately try and stop me doing music. And it happened every single time, every relationship I've ever been into to this point, you know. I've been there. I was lucky to find, yeah, and yeah. It's weird, mate. It's weird. Let's see. Can we line these up? Ow. Keep trying to flick the wrong one, you know. There we go. There. Ta-da. Is it going to focus? Hey, it focused. Look at that. Lovely. Right. Very nice indeed. Yes, thank you. Do you reckon? Right. Now, there we go. So, I'm going to try and get this in. And I believe it does. Yes, it attaches here and here. This goes in potentially further and pushes in a little bit further as well, and then this goes in there. So I think I'm going to start from the front here and try and line this up along the bottom. And then if I'm correct, did I just not include a part? So it goes behind this bit here. It then goes in and out of here. This is weird. Have I Oh my god. It's alright, it's alright. I can redo it with like I've just realised how unsymmetrical that is. If you look at that and then look at that, like I've lined it up with that and then just let it go over that. I'm going to separate it, get these on, and then it'll be easier to line it up. Yeah, it's way out, definitely. Thankfully, it's the thick foam. If this was the skinny flimsy shit, I'd be fucked. Come on. Sorry, bear with me. It's going to take a little while to reheat this glue and get it separated. You gotta keep them separated. Ow, fuck. Come on, darling. Please separate yourself. Thank you. Right. There we go. So we're going to start at the front, at the top rather, and get it plumbed in, as it were. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get just this wall and this attached first and make sure it's really, 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 really attached as well. We're not messing about. Yeah, a good inch as opposed to a bad one. Why are you making cute noises while you're trying to kill everything? Eh? She's making cute little chirpy noises. Right. Come on, love. Come on. Right. No. 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 Nope. It tried to separate at the top. Tried to separate right here where my thumb is. And there is no way that's going to be allowed. Not in this house. So. Lovely weather. Lovely things going on everywhere. that's pretty much done. So I'm going to do the rest, just this bit along here as well, from underneath if I can. I'll try and potentially keep it as sturdy as possible. And then we'll flip it around and do the other side, and then I'm going to trim these bits down a little bit because, as you can see, they've warped. So I'm going to take a little bit off the inside of it, like the bit that's going to attach to this, and that'll stop the warp. Hooray! Yeah, because all we need to do is make it line up with the rest of that line there, so it's potentially like that. Sorry, she pissed me off so much yesterday because I was already pissed off about like Yodel and shit. Like she pissed me off so much yesterday. I streamed for 27 minutes and I was like, right, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go because I just can't do it. I couldn't concentrate or anything. She was going so mad. I just wanted to like end it all. Right, it's not fully done. Yeah, this is the same, so I'm gonna try and take a few mil off before I glue it this time. Like that. That's much better. Right. It's still not solidifying properly. It's not gluing, but we'll just have to crack on. Oh, for God's sake. Get off me. I'm going to glue right the way along it this time. I don't know why I didn't do it all in one last time. Probably because I was being very silly. But we live and learn, and that's why I'm doing the whole thing. How far back are we? Quite far. That's alright. About there. And there. Here we are. Like so. What are you doing? You're creating a right ruckus, missus. She's absolutely insane. It wasn't my first choice to get a kitten. If I was going to get another cat, it would have been like an older cat, like an adult / senior. Because now with this little terror animal thing that I've got, it's going to be 2 years of this. Or a year at least, you know, at the very least. Of just her terrorizing and trying to murder everything. Oh my God. Ugh. Right. Okay, how are we going to slice this out? Let's see if we can. Have to move me bloody finger. And be careful with knife. Managed somehow. Fantastic then. Right. Get that. Excuse me. Get this glued in. Okay. Stop. I'll kick your ass. I won't. It's one of those empty parent threats, isn't it? And she knows as well. Oh my God, right. If you're doing what I think you're doing, Mrs., you're going to be grounded. Stop. Stop. Grounded. Makes no difference. She'll be right back. Yep, there she is. So much fun to be had, isn't there? Hey? Being a little knoblet. So, let's see. How do we line this up now then? Pretty much like that. No, I've done it again. Oh my God, this is awkward as all hell. Right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue each side just to that one little bit here. That's what's happening. It's going to, this is what's happening right here on both sides. And then that can inform exactly where it's going. I'm acting like it's a revelation, but I mean, it's just where it's supposed to go. Like, how do I do it? How do I do it? Oh, maybe just do what you're supposed to do. Genius! That's just crazy enough to work. What are you doing? Oh my God. I was going to knock it on the head after this anyway, just to, you know, because I just wanted to get this together and, you know, potentially ready for all the inner parts to be put on. And I was going to do that tonight when I've got more time, and this thing is less murdery and active. So yeah. And now, because she's been a complete and utter rat bag, it's still what I'm going to do. Ugh. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, it's not. I'm just going to do the other side and not worry about it. We're not going to worry about it. It's not. Getting increasingly frustrated with it. And I just burnt myself like a lot. Fuck. That hurt. Oh my god. No. Ow. Fuck. That's immediately starting to form a blister, which is just fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, we get it, it's not coming together, just fucking go where you're supposed to go. Thank you. What are you trying to do? She's just got herself into a mode where she's like hyper focusing on the ceiling of the windowsill, and she's chirping at it like as if she could get up there and then that would lure the birds in somehow. Oh, she's in a little house now, so that's fine. I'm not worried anymore. I had a terrible dream. Like, first time I've dreamt about anything in a while. About 3 or 4 days ago, I dreamt that I couldn't find her anywhere in the flat, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? And then she was outside the window. We're on the 3rd floor. She was outside the window on the windowsill. And I was like, oh my god! And I woke up, and then I couldn't find her. It's just like, it was horrible. Right, so might be a spider. Might be. She's now in her house, upside down. Let's see if I can... No, there's no way. I might be able to with this one, though. That thing you can see just behind that, that's the house, upside down. You can see it moving. Yeah, she's in there. She's knocked it off the windowsill. Oh, she's not now. There she is. So, you know, back to the armour, because that's why you're really here, isn't it? Okay. So, hair in mouth. I am going to attempt to get this back on. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Right. it's supposed to be lined up. You're back in it again. That's good. I like that she's found something like that to do. Oh, that's nice, thank you. Yeah, I like that she's found something very kitteny to do in something that's for her to play with, you know. Right. It's happened. It's on there. Potentially. Properly. Right. Okay. What I need to do now, and that will definitely sort of finish off all the shit we need to do, is I've got to work out how we're going to do these bits and those bits. And I'm thinking, yeah, I know what to do. I know what to do. Without folding foam and all that stupid shit, what I'm going to do is just cut out the shapes and then cut outward angles around them. Because when you're using real thick foam like I am, it is potentially like not the best thing to get like the angles you want by trying to bend the foam. Like sometimes it works, but you have to be a lot more like, you have to get it a lot closer to the very front of the foam, you know, and you just end up splitting it. So it's kind of a daft thing to do when all is said and done. Oh, I didn't do the... Oh, well, I'll have to go back. Oh. There we go. So we'll put them on as they are, like so, and you were like that. I can use that for both. We can, yeah, we're flipping it over like that. So I'm going to separate them a little bit because that gives us room to mess up with the angles, with the angle cutting. I'm going to do it further than it needs to be and then go with the rotary tool to get it right, because then that'll make it really smooth as well. And yeah, quite. was gonna attach this little square to the front of it, but the square needs an angle inward on the one that faces these little things, and then outward angles in every other. So potentially they'll run into each other if they're too close. So it's the only time where I consciously, like, I'm a little bit wasteful with how it goes. I reckon we'll get him up here, out the way a little bit, but still separate enough from each other and the edges to get the angles we need. Because even though I'm leaving them really separate, which is wasting form, I still want to try and save what I can, if I can. What an if. What an if. I can't have them quite as lined up as I would like this time around. But it's okay. We will survive. Yeah. Ta-da! Right. I can get rid of all this now. Ugh, didn't go in. Because I tried to get rid of it with my blade in the hand. With your blade in your hand. Oh. I'm going to change my blade now. With the fancy blade changer. That's so cool. And I love that it comes with these things. Is that the old one or is it the new? Ah, yes, this is the dead blades. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Right. So, I think first I'm going to cut an outward in this direction and then in, whoa, nope, in that direction, then in, oh my god, it's stuck, in this direction, and then in this direction. But that's silly. I should have done the short ends first, really, and I've just fucked that up as well. And I'm overdoing it as well, like I'm doing way more of an angle than I actually need. But that's by design. Okay, let's see what we've ended up with. That's more or less what we wanted. More or less. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm going to carry that line on. I like that. Hey, Mr. Wizard, if you're still with us, have you played Alien Rogue Incursion? I've got it on my Xbox wish list, and I'm just thinking about it because it's not expensive or anything, but it looks like they've tried to do like a single player Colonial Marines with it, you know? And I don't know if I'm asked. It's sacrilege to say, but I'm not, like, I don't think that Aliens is as, like, brilliant as everybody sort of wants it to be, you know? I like it. It's a good film, but it's not my favourite. And, you know, it just seems to be game fodder to go for James Cameron's Aliens for every single possible game, you know. I think that's potentially it. Let's see. Too big. Yeah, I think I need to take more out of the middle. On both sides, so we'll take a tiny bit out of this one and a tiny bit more out of this one as well. Right, now is time. Settle down. Oh my god, settle down, Jesus. It felt wrong somehow. Right. Right. That's the inside, definitely. where it should be. But I think the outside needs trimming as well. Yep, it definitely does. And I think what I'm going to do, yes, I'm going to glue it together, and then I'm going to even it up properly using this little center rectangle as the main base for it, like that. Oh my god, that was shit. Right. Then we'll use the smaller one. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Just going to turn the power down on this a little bit. There we go. I think, potentially. I forgot I've actually cut these out as well, haven't I? Just pull these out, because I'm going to have to sort them as well. Right. Ugh. So, yeah, that's gone on quite well. I'll try and line it up and get it glued on. I think potentially it needs to be, yeah, it needs to be lower, so I'm gonna chunk off the bottom. It's not enough. Yeah. And now with this one, I'll try and completely mimic that one. That's already where we want it, that one. And then we want it to be, yeah, about there. Oh, I might need to slice a tiny bit more off the first one now. I've gone a bit far. That's more or less it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Everything's stuck to me. Right, I'm just gonna go like make a quick cup of tea or heat that one up somehow, and then I'll nip back and we'll cut the other one out and get it more or less exactly like that. That's come out quite well. I just need to get rid of these little tufty bits in the middle. Oh, they are. They were loose. This is some glue web. You come in. There she is. Hello, baby. Come on in. Come on. Hi. You smell of food. You doing quality control? Yeah? Make sure everything's right? Yeah? That's you? That's your own tail you can see going, missus. Yes, it is. This. It's yours. Hi. What are we doing? Hey? Whoops. Sorry, everyone. Come on. Oh. Right. Yeah, I won't be long. go. I am returned. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I need to check something. Because I think today might be the day that I receive a wig. Could that be it? The fuck is that? Jesus. So no, the answer is no, I'm not getting it. And there's a friggin' Tesco van outside delivering food, which is baffling in this economy. Right. Seems it took me that long to get this to be somewhere near what we needed it to be, and it's still not. That's wobbly as fuck on the side of here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. No, still. That's better. For symmetry's sake. For symmetry's sake. Get these tiny bits out. There we are. Right. So, when I do the same this time, I'm going to try and match those angles that I've done, that I've ended up with, rather than trying to do it too far and chop it back because it took too long. And if I do go over, it's not a problem, obviously, because we can chop it back. I just like to do less, take less time doing it, you know. So that's potentially what we're going to do. Especially on the inside, that's like, we definitely don't need to go completely insane on the inside because they're quite close. So oh, very nice. Yeah, that's not far off at all. Excellent. I've got Ori and the Blind Forest's theme tune stuck in my head. And, you know, the other one, the second one. The last good Microsoft game, if you ask me. Which you didn't. So, you're welcome. It's actually the Will of the Wisps one that's stuck in my head. With its prettiness. Now, have I managed to... Yes, more or less I have. Good, okay. It's a little bit out. But potentially fine. So as before, I'm going to glue them together based on that part of the shape more than anything. a lot less surface area this time around, unfortunately. But it's okay. Like I say, as long as we get that bit right, and then I'm going to attempt to line everything else up as well. Oh my god, why is it stuck better to the to the cutting board than it has to each other? There we go, right. Shit. Okay. So that's more or less what we wanted there. And I think what I might do just to make it symmetrical is I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna chop off the end. So that is not going to harm this in any way. There we go. It's just literally going to make it look better head on, you know, like from the front. And let's try and get these potentially the same. There we go. The angle's perfect for that bit. We just need to match it with that, but more immediately I want to match the height. So it's about there. Fuck that up a bit, but it's okay. I can. Bollocks. Yep. I have to glue it back on and try again, I think. Potentially. Yeah, I'm going to have to because that's really wonky. I've done it just that little bit too thin as well. Right. I think I'll glue that one on though. I think it's worth figuring out if this is too big, too small, whatever. It's too big. Because of course it is. So we'll chop a hopefully equal amount off each side. That's better. Still not quite enough. Oh my god. We're going to end up with nothing left. No angle, nothing. There we go. Right, that should be about right, and I think I'm going to attempt to line up them both and hopefully get them both the same. Bollocks. Try that again. There we go. Let's get all this shit out of the way and have a proper look at them on camera and see what they're looking like. Bit wonkier than I was hoping for, to be honest. But once it's actually on here, on the black, on the white, on the blank background, it should be fine. So yeah, it is. It's fine. So we'll get them on. Sorry, I'm not. There you go. Look. Yeah, that looks good. I think. Quite low down, like so. Push down a bit, maybe. Yeah. I just got a silent delivery, which is never good. That means essentially I'm receiving bills. Yay. Oh. There we go. Okay. That's it. I think we've got as far as I want to go today so far. When we come back, I'm going to glue in these parts properly. Now I've got this on and everything. It's going to go like properly where it needs to be. 'Cause it'll be a lot easier to see now that it's there. How far back it needs to go versus these, you see. Like I think it potentially pokes out a little bit, so I've got to get it sort of like that. I'm sorry you can't see because of the stupid lights and everything. It's more or less where it needs to be actually, so I just need to glue it in place, so I'll do that after this evening. I'll do it this evening. Thank you very much for watching. Mr. Wizard, always nice to chat to you. If I've still got you, thanks again. Mucho apreciados. Muchos apreciados. And yeah, hope everybody's okay. And I'll see you in a couple of hours. Potentially. No, I will. I'm not, I will. See you soon.